Alright, y'all, I wanted to do a quick tutorial on the type tool in Illustrator. Make sure that you do have the advanced toolbar. I've noticed some people don't have this one, so you want to do Window, Toolbar, Toolbars, and make sure advanced is checked on. Okay, we'll start off with the type on an open path. So to do an open path, you're just going to grab the pen tool and create some kind of wonky open path like this. Just make sure you hit escape on your keyboard to end it. That's what makes it open. I didn't like mine, so there we go. All right, then you're going to find the type tool, which is the letter T on your keyboard. If you right click, you have additional type tools here. So if we want to type on a path, you're going to look for the type on a path tool. Hover over the path you just created with the pen tool and just left click once. You'll have this text that's just set there as text filler. It's the lorem ipsum. Once you left click once, you can hit backspace and it should clear up all of that. And just start typing away. This cool. This is set to Myriad Pro right now, which is a boring typeface. I'm gonna go in here and just highlight all of it by double clicking on it, and then you can change the type to whatever you like, and you can increase the size and even change the color if you want to. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my selection tool and just adjust this here. Okay, so that's one done. All of the tools you're going to need are going to be here, so FYI. Next one says type on a closed path, so that is just a shape really, or you can use the pen tool. And I'm just going to make sure there's no fill and maybe give it a stroke. All right, so, and same thing, you're actually just going to use the same tool and left click once here. And if you wanted to change the type, you totally can too. I can always come back here and rotate it as well with the selection tool. But that takes care of two. Moving on to this one. So it says flipped text closed path. What you could do is copy this one. So you can do Command C, Command V, or holding the Alt Option key and then left clicking and dragging a copy. What this does is instead of having the type be on the outside, we can pull it in on the inside. To do that, you want to look for this line right here. When you hover over it, you see my cursor has a little arrow. It has the regular pointer tool and then an arrow on the bottom right. If you left click and drag inside, it brings it inside of the circle instead of outside. So I'll do that one more time. Look for this line here, left click and drag inside. All right, so that is how you flip it. And then I can actually come in here, double click and change the type. All right, vertical type, right click on your type tool and look for the vertical type tool. Left click once, or you can create a square. It's up to you how you want to do it. All right, so that's vertical typing here. Vertical type on a path, so same thing, we're going to grab a pen tool. Oof, don't like that one. Right, hit escape, And then I'm just going to switch these right here using my tools panel. And right click and look for vertical type on a path. There we go. Left click once, backspace to get rid of all that text. And that's how you do that. Type on a path star. I will let you guys do this one on your own. Remember to come to your properties panel here. Or I'm sorry, your tools panel. And I'm going to hit pause really quick. Okay, so if you figured it out, it is just a star, no fill. And you're just selecting type on a path tool, so left click once. And you can start typing. Okay, area type tool. For this one, go ahead and grab the pen tool and make just a funky shape. Make sure there's no fill. And you want to look for area type tool. Oops, there we go. So in order for it to start typing in there, you kind of have to click on the path and then it'll pop up in the bottom. And I'm going to change this to like 18, hit backspace. You can always come back here too and change some of these anchor points, and you'll see that this updates too, which is pretty neat, I think. But you can make some pretty cool things. Vertical area type tool, same thing. We can make some, oops, some weird shape like that. And you're going to look for vertical area type tool. And again, start typing away. And if you'd like to come back and experiment to see what happens when you change your shape, just make sure you leave it as something wonky. All right, area type octagon. Remember how to come in here and change the number of sides, and you're going to complete that one on your own. The touch type tool, we are going to go to touch type. Oops, sorry, you're going to do type, click once, and then you want to come to touch type tool. Okay, so you use the regular type tool. Let me do that one more time. Let's use the lorem ipsum just for fun. And we'll do center paragraph because... Alright, so let's say we have this. Go back to the touch type, and you want to left click on a single letter. Depending on which corner you grab, it does something differently, and it'll show you based on the icon. So the top left hand increases the size vertically, so I can stretch it up vertically. If I come to the O and I hover over the top right, it resizes it proportionately. If I'm going to click on the R now, if I hover over the bottom right, it only resizes horizontally, so left and right. That's how it stretches it. And then probably my favorite is the bottom left, because you can come in here and just start moving individual letters, which is pretty neat, if I do say so. But yeah, this one just kind of, oh, and then you have the rotate at the top. But yeah, you can basically individually move characters around, depending on which corner you grab. And the neat part is that it's still editable text, so you can still go back in here and start typing and changing what this says. But touch type on a path and a path, my bad. So let's do a circle again. Change this. And we're going to do type on a path again. I'm going to rotate this. And then come to touch type. And it's basically telling you that you can do this on a path too. So it doesn't just have to be basic text. Okay, so I want you guys to edit all the letters in this path. And once you're done finishing all squares, you're going to do something cool with your name here. Feel free to use anything that you like, any font that you like. If you have to go download some more from the font, that's totally fine. And then don't forget to change the color. Make sure you save the AI file, and then make sure you do File, Save As, PDF, and then you are going to upload the PDF file to Schoology.